Hey guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. I know there's a few more people hopping on, but we're just gonna go ahead and get started and get going here. I want to first off thank you guys all for taking the time to check this out and kind of see what it's all about. Today we're going to talk about what is Beachbody coaching. I'm going to share with you kind of where I was before I started, how I got started and why I got started, and what coaching has done for me and where I am today. I'm going to also share with you all the details about coaching. So when the webinar is over, you should know a lot of great information to help you make an educated choice as to whether coaching is a good fit for you and your family. And if so, then you can just contact the person who sent you here and we can get you started. And I would love to have you on our team to work with you. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share. And so you guys can see my slides. Let's make sure you can see. Yep, you can. Okay, so today we're going to talk about creating freedom with coaching. I'm just going to start off quickly by going over a little bit about me. My name is Jackie Buchanan. I'm a mom of two little guys, ages 4 and 6. I'm a wife. My husband and I have been married for almost 10 years now. I've been coaching for about 5 years. And when I started coaching, you guys, I was very depressed, shy, and self-conscious. I want to say this because when I first heard about coaching, I had a completely wrong vision of what coaching was or what a coach looked like or was like. Like I envisioned somebody who was perfectly fit, who had such high confidence that they could go ahead and talk to anybody or go in front of people and do speeches, and they were just loving working out, and they could run a marathon or whatever it was. So I want you to know, when I started as a coach, I was not anything like that. I was unhappy with myself. I had just had a baby, so I was not at all at where I wanted to be health-wise. I've always been a very shy, introverted person, and I was definitely self-conscious. I absolutely had I was not a fitness professional at all. I didn't even really like working out. I was a fan of Turbo Jam. So I had found Turbo Jam, which is a Beachbody program, and I fell in love with that. And it was actually the only thing that I fell in love with besides running. I was a big runner. I always liked running. It was a way for me not because I liked working out, but because it was a way for me to kind of relieve stress. It always made me happy. And so I was my outlet was running. But then I found Turbo Jam. Love that program, and I really believed in Beachbody products, but I had no clue that coaching was even a thing at this point. So I just was a Turbo Jam girl. Right now, I'm a 5-star diamond coach, a 6-figure earner with the company, and also a 2014 elite coach. So a little bit about my story. Before I became a coach, again, I was shy, insecure, had zero confidence. We were definitely financially stressed. I was personally working 40 to 45 hours every week. My husband was actually working 2 jobs, so he'd go to work at 7 in the morning, get done around 4 in the afternoon, and then he would go back to work on his side jobs. It was a business that he was trying to start up on his own, and he'd work that at night. So anywhere from 6, 7 at night until 1 or 2 in the morning, and then repeat it every day of the week. So as you can tell, he was not home very much. We didn't get to see much of each other. We were definitely financially strapped, but also we were emotionally strapped. We were just stressed. We were, both of us were pretty unhappy with the situation we were in. I was definitely unhealthy. I was slacking, in my opinion, as a mom and a wife, because I felt very unbalanced. I felt like I was not happy myself, so then I was not able to be, a good mom or a good wife, or the mom and wife that I knew I could be. We are from a very small town. So I wanted to say that because I know one of my hesitations before I started coaching was that I didn't know anybody. I didn't even have a social media account at this point in time. So I really was just, focusing on or thinking about the people I already knew. And so we lived I still live in the same town. It's a very small town. A little bit about why I got started as a coach. My husband and I got married, and we decided to try having a baby. We tried for 2 years, and it never happened naturally for us. So we ended up having to go through some fertility. But pretty soon after we started fertility, we found out we were pregnant with our first son, Remington, which was such a blessing. All throughout this pregnancy, however, I always just knew that I would go back to work. It was never a question in my mind. I just knew that I guess I figured that's what we do. we work. And so it was never a question in my mind until the day that God blessed us with our son, and I actually met him, and he stole my heart. As any mom that's listening in can relate, that day your life just changes. And for me, that day, I just knew that I did not want to leave my son with random babysitters or at daycare or anything like that. I wanted to be home with my son, and my husband felt the same way. He really wanted that for our family. For me, it was hard because I kind of felt selfish in a way. My husband was working 2 jobs, and I was going to try to quit my job, and he would still be working 2 jobs, not seeing us very often. And so to me, it was a hard decision, but together as a family, we decided that that's the route we wanted to go. And so we decided to start looking at avenues which would help make that happen, because at this particular point, that was not even in sight. Obviously, we both needed to be working in order to support our family and to pay our bills and pay debt. And so over the course of my maternity leave, we didn't really find anything that, sparked our interest or thought that would make that happen for us. I was presented with this coaching opportunity by my sister a couple times, and I actually turned her down because it just was something that, like I said, I had a completely wrong definition of, or a vision of what a coach was. And so I turned it down. So I actually went back to work after those 3 months, and that first day back was just another sign from above to show me that that's not where I needed to be. I was miserable, as any mom is going back to work on their first day back, I am sure. And I was told multiple times, it will get better, it will get better, it will get better. Well, it never got better for me. And so I decided to take my sister up on the offer. I had nothing else on my plate to choose from. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do this. And, she kind of explained a little bit to me, like I'm explaining to you, that coaching wasn't what I was visioning it as. And after researching it some and things like that, I seen the other side of it. So I decided to give it a go. I decided, you know what, I'm going to try this. I'm going to give it all I got for 3 months. I'm going to listen to the trainings. I'm going to listen to my upline. I'm going to do what I need to do and see if in 3 months, if something comes out of this, then I'll know that this is the real deal and I'll stick with it. And if not, well, then I'll look for something else at that point. But really, I had nothing to lose and basically everything to gain. In my mind, it was everything to gain. My big reason why was to be home with my son and to help our family financially. So I did just that. I listened to the trainings. I did what I was supposed to do. I, took on every suggestion that I had in order to grow my business. And I did that. I worked, as you can probably guess, working 40 to 45 hours a week, and my husband not being home very often. And a new baby at home, a newborn, I didn't have much free time. I would work my business in the morning if I got up before my son would get up. If that happened, I would work then. I would work on my lunch hour and my breaks at work. I would also work after my son went to bed at night. I'd stay up late and sacrifice time and sleep. I would do that in order to move this forward. I knew that I needed to sacrifice things in order to make a big jump in my business in a short period of time. So I did that. And within 3 to 4 months of being a coach, I was able to match my income that I was making at my full-time job. And my husband and I decided, you know what, let's just do this. So I put in my 2-month notice, and I started to progressively work my way out of that job and become a stay-at-home mom. And that was huge for our family. It was one of the happiest days of my life and probably one of the biggest accomplishments I can say I have made as a coach in my 5-year journey. I know that after I came home from work, my husband was still working 2 jobs. So the next step for us was really to try to grow this business financially more so that my husband could really invest in his own side business and do that full time so he could be home with his family. That was in September, I left my job. In beginning of November, we found out we were pregnant with our second son, which was such a surprise and such a blessing considering the amount of effort we put into having our first son, Remington. So we found out we were pregnant with Tucker in early December, and 2 weeks before Christmas, my husband lost his full-time job, which carried our insurance. So at this point in time, we really sat down and we thought to ourselves, did we make a mistake? Is this coaching thing really that great of a deal now that we, don't have hardly any income at all besides, my coaching job, and which was not steady at that point, and then my husband's side work. And so, we sat down and we talked about it, and we really looked at what coaching had done for our family at that point. It had done so much for us, and I figured, now that I don't work full time and I have so much more time to devote to this business, look at what I did when I only had those few hours to devote to it. What could I do with it now? Now that I had so much more time on my hands. And so, instead of letting this spiral into a negative, spin, we decided to really grab this as an opportunity for us to get my husband home, to enjoy more family time, and to really just reach those goals, those big dreams that we had for our family. And so we embraced it. I stuck my head down once again. My reason why changed or really just grew into really just investing this and really working towards, that better life for my family, that financial freedom, and that financial freedom really for my family. And so I worked really hard. My husband, January 1st, he started working on his own and just going through taking the steps to grow his business more. And things really took off. And by, halfway through that year, my husband's business was soaring. My coaching business had grew unbelievably. And now, you guys, I am the healthiest I've ever been. I'm definitely not at my goal yet, but I'm working to get there, and I'm the healthiest I ever been. I can say with 100% certainty that I love my job. I put job in quotations here because I don't even consider it a job. I always tell people it's my hobby because, a job is something you have to do. A hobby is really something you love to do and you choose to do. And I feel like every morning I wake up and I love to do my job. I love my new hobby. And so I call that a hobby. I gained enormous amount of confidence. I'm still myself. I'm still that naturally shy, introverted girl. But guys, this business teaches you so much personally and lets you grow personally. It is unbelievable. I have gained so much confidence since I started coaching. I'm definitely a better mom and a wife because of this business, not only through the personal development that I've invested in, but also just because I live a more balanced life. I was able to identify my priorities, being a mom, a wife, a friend, a coach, and I'm now able to, really balance my life out in those areas. And it just helps me invest in my key priorities and be a better mom and wife and friend, and just be able to really invest in my business and be a good coach. I'm a stay-at-home mom, obviously, and that is the biggest blessing. We are debt-free and we have financial freedom, which is so big for our family. It's one of the, our goals, the biggest goals we were reaching for. And that happened because we all know what financial stress can do to us. It's definitely, I've been there. It's not fun. And this business, helped us get out of there and helped us realize what life is like when you're not worrying every single moment of every single day about finances. We are building our dream home next year. We're actually buying land this year and building next year. So that's really exciting and fun. We take family vacations all the time. And not that that's a big deal, but that was something that was, a vision for us. That was on our vision board. That was a big goal for us to be able to take our kids to Disney World and not have to worry about finances, not have to worry about being able to buy them a souvenir or, whatever it is. And so that is happening. And that's why that's big, is because it's something that we really just visioned and we had a big dream for. And now that dream is coming true. So basically, guys, we're living a life by our design, a life that we created and a life that we want to live. We don't report to somebody every day. We don't have to ask permission to take off to go to, our son's Christmas program or to go to, their doctor's appointments. It's like you get to make those choices yourself. You're living a life by design. So what is Beachbody? Beachbody is the creator of the top-selling home workout programs such as P90X, Turbo Fire, Insanity, T25, 21 Day Fix. There's so many more, but these ones are some of the top ones, are my favorites, I guess. And you've probably heard of most of these. They also are the creator of the top-selling meal replacement shake on the market, Shakeology, which is my go-to everyday drink. I'm going to talk a little bit more on that in just 1 second here. Beachbody is featured in media all the time. So you'll always see them like on talk shows, magazines, and so much more. They're just very well known. So they advertise very well, and in their success stories sell their product because they work. That's the bottom line, is they're well known because they work. So what is Shakeology? Shakeology, like I said before, is just my daily go-to. It's a premium health shake, smartest calories you can consume, daily dose of dense nutrition. You guys, they say that this is like 7 trips to the salad bar. So if you're one of those people that hates eating your vegetables or can't stand, eating fruit all day or whatever it is, this is one delicious cup of heaven, and it gives you all of the fruits and veggies and nutrition and vitamins that you need in one cup. It stomps cravings. So this is huge for me because I'm a huge sugar addict. I like my Starburst, my Skittles, my Puppy Chow, whatever it is. So I really, if I don't have my Shakeology, I notice it, and I'm craving those things. So Shakeology really helps me kind of keep in check and stay on track with my own, personal fitness goals. Health-wise, it does so much, but one of the big things is it lowers cholesterol. It also helps with like diabetes and high blood pressure, and just, lowering your body fat, things like that. It helps you to lose weight or maintain weight, depending on what your goals are. Gives you incredible amount of energy, and not that yucky kind of energy. Gives you like energy that's just naturally flowing. You don't even really notice it, but then at the end of the day, you're like, oh, I didn't feel tired today, or I accomplished a lot today. I call it my mommy juice. So, for me, it's like some nights you just don't sleep. And some nights you have sick kids, or some days are just stressful because your kids are screaming at you from every direction. This is my mommy juice because it helps me just get through those days. Another great thing about it is it comes in 7 different flavors, you guys. So it comes in chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, greenberry, our newest flavor, cafe latte, which I hear is amazing. And then 2 vegan options, which are tropical strawberry and chocolate. So all of them are really great, but it comes with a lot of choices for you guys. Next, I want to just share a little success story with you. Like I said, our results really sell our products, but this is my good friend and fellow coach, Jessie. She actually just had a baby, and these are her results after 4 weeks doing a 21-day fix and T25 hybrid. So basically what that means is she just combined those 2 programs. And look at those results she got in just 4 weeks. She is really doing amazing. And these are real live deal. This is the real deal, guys. This is what happens with our programs. Our programs come with everything you need to get results like this. They come with your program, your calendar of workouts, your nutrition guide, and the support from a coach. So, I mean, you will get results like these if you're on here looking for an avenue to help you reach your fitness goals. This is it for you. So let me just scroll down here. So let's talk about what is coaching. Coaching is basically just you sharing with others what is working for you. So like I said about my good friend Jessie, she's just out there using the programs, working out, getting these results, and then sharing them to help inspire and encourage others to do the same. She's just out there sharing that she's a mom of 2. She's busy. She works. She has a husband. She has a life that's demanding, but yet she is doing these programs. She's able to do this and get results like that. So what coaching is all about is just about you being a product of the product and leading by example, sharing what is working for you, being a friend and holding each other accountable. So this is huge because when I started coaching, like I said, I had just had my baby, my first son, Remy, and I was not in any shape to be bossing people around. Let's just put it that way. I was on my own journey myself, and I had big goals myself. And so this coaching really helped me share what I was doing with other people to help inspire them, but it also helped me stay accountable to my own goals. If I was going to go out there and try to reach out and share these products with other people, I wanted to make sure I was using them and that I was getting the results as well. So it really held me accountable and helped me reach my own goals. Like it says right here, help others reach their goals, which we talked about. You host fun fitness challenges. So these can be in person, or they can be through email, or I host all of my challenges on social media. So on Pinterest or on Facebook. We, as coaches, you will have training from your team, and you will always have support. So this stuff will all be talked about on the details of these. But as far as these challenges goes, this is a great way for you to take your customers and help them get the results. Be there every day. Be in the grind with them, working out and sharing your workouts, them sharing theirs, and really just helping them and helping by inspiring them and encouraging them and keeping them accountable. Home parties are an option, but totally not a must. So I am not a home party person. I have never held a home party in all the 5 years I've been coaching. It's just not my thing. But if it is your thing, more power to you. You can definitely host home parties, but I wanted to let you know that they're not a must for me. It just doesn't fit into my schedule. You know, I have my priorities. I work my business during the day. I'm a mom at night, and that's the way it is. So I don't really have time for it. But if you are one that does have time and likes to do those that type of deal, then home parties are definitely an option for you. You enjoy a 25% discount on all of our products and programs. How to earn. So you are paid based on the number of people you serve. So the more people you share the products with, the more people you help, the more people you get results, you will be paid equivalent to that. So you earn 25% discount on all products. You earn a 25% commission on all sales that go through your site. Team bonuses once you grow your team, but that is not a must. So I want to just hit on this just for a second. There are all different types of coaches. So there's discount coaches, basically coaches who sign up because they love the products, they love Shakeology, and they want to save a little bit of money on it, and that's cool. Those coaches will never probably take advantage of the team bonuses because they're not really growing a team. They're really focusing on their own personal goals and really have no interest in the team bonuses or the additional income possibilities. People, on the other hand, who really want to do what I did and have big goals of maybe staying home, being a stay-at-home mom, or maybe paying off debt, or maybe traveling around the world, whatever that is, those people are the people who will take advantage of team bonuses. So basically what this means is you are going to use the product. You're going to be drinking Shakeology. You're going to share that with other people. They're going to join you. They're going to order from you. You're going to get paid 25% commissions on their orders. You're going to get them into a challenge group, and you're going to work out with them. You're going to have fun with them. You're going to help them get results by just being a friend in that group. Once they get results, they're going to want a piece of what you have. They're going to want to do what you do, and they're going to want to pay this forward. And so therefore, they're going to join your team, and they're just going to duplicate exactly what you've done, and it will continue to grow down the line. And as your team grows, those team bonuses grow, and your income grows. You get out what you put in. So basically what this means is what I just said. If you're a discount coach, you're not putting much in, you're not going to take advantage of those bonuses. Now, if you are a all-in coach or a sprinter, you're going to be one of those coaches who, you know, uses the product, shares the products, has people join their team. You're going to put in the hours, and you're going to put in the work, and you're going to get paid for that. But you only get paid for what you put in. The more you put in, the more you get paid. There's no pressure to make any sales or increase rank. Now, this was big for me. I know a lot of companies out there that I was researching, there was like a monthly requirement of sales, or you have to increase in rank by a certain amount in a certain number of days. That is not the case with Beachbody. Like I said, you can be a discount coach and absolutely do nothing with your business and still be a coach. And you do not have to hold any inventory. There's no pressure to make any sales. It's basically your business, and you can do what you want with it, which is really cool. That also means that you make your own hours, and you also decide on how much you get paid by the amount of work you put in. So additional information here. Join Team Dreammakers, that's my team, and join our exclusive Simple Success training. So we have these amazing training groups for new coaches that kick off twice a month, and they go through all of the new coach must-dos. So things that you can start doing right out of the gate to make your business take off in the first month as a coach. You can start earning in that first month. You can really just take off and start reaching your goals right in that first month. And by joining our team, you get an exclusive invitation to this Simple Success training. We will train you and provide you with all of the tools you need to soar. So aside from this Simple Success training, you're going to have an amazing community of people all working to help you succeed. So the best part about Beachbody, in my opinion, is the moment you sign, you will be flooded with such positive vibes and support and connections that you will, just the community alone of Beachbody will be amazing to you. It will be something you've never experienced before. We're all here. We all love to share. We all love to duplicate. And it really is just an amazing community to be a part of. There's no stocking products, as I said, so you don't have to hold any inventory at all. No need for home parties, as we discussed earlier. Also, there's no contracts and you can cancel at any time. So no obligations. You can sign up today, and if it's not for you in 30 days, cancel, and you have no other charges, no ties to Beachbody at all. We have an incentive program to get customers assigned to you. So as people order from info commercials or other places and they do not have a coach, coaches will be assigned to them, and they're assigned to you based on the work you do. So if you're working your business and you're hitting the milestones you need to be, you will be part of this incentive program and you will get rewarded customers. So basically you get free customers from Beachbody to work with. Let's go next slide. We're almost done here, guys. So how do you get started? To get started, it's $39.95 to join, and that includes your business startup kit. Starting the second month, it's $15.95 monthly, and that includes your website and maintenance. So your first month, you'll be charged $39.95 when you join. Then starting the second month in the business, it will be $15.95 for every month thereafter you're a coach. The $15.95 includes your website and maintenance. Your website is maintained completely by Beachbody. So new products are added, price changes, promos, anything like that is totally maintained by Beachbody. The only thing you do with that site is update it with your profile picture and maybe a little bio about yourself. And then you send your customers to the site and they order and you get that 25% commission from anything that goes through there. You can cancel anytime. And another side note is if you join with a challenge pack, that $39.95 startup fee we talked about is completely waived. So that challenge pack comes with a fitness program of your choice, Shakeology flavor of your choice, and our club membership, which now includes Beachbody On Demand, which is amazing. Beachbody On Demand is our newest addition to Beachbody. It is a way for us to be able to stream workouts live. So you can, if you go out of town a lot or travel or, or just are away from home and forgot your DVDs, whatever is, or in your home and you don't have a TV or DVD player, you can just log on to Team Beachbody on your Beachbody On Demand and you can stream your workouts live anywhere where you have Wi-Fi. So that's really super cool. Most of my coaches, 99% of them actually, most of my new ones, sign up with a challenge pack because it is really your best bargain. So you get all of these things and that fees waived, but also this whole pack is given to an extremely discounted price. So it's definitely something to chat about with your upline coach because it's definitely something that I personally recommend all my new coaches to go with. Getting started now. So contact the person who sent you to this webinar and ask them any questions you may have. Really ask them anything that's on your mind. Get all those questions out there so you guys together can decide if this is a good fit for you. Go to their website and sign up when you're ready. And then get started right away. Have them tell you about our next Simple Success 10-day training event, and we'll get you enrolled in that. I'm really excited to work with anyone who joins our next one. And then you guys just sit back and enjoy your job every day. It is such a blessing. This business is such a blessing, and I'm very excited to see who I get to work with next and who takes advantage of this business because it is amazing. One of my favorite quotes, and I have it actually in my office, is move forward every day with purpose and passion. And I feel like this business, I feel like coaching allows me to do that every single day. It allows me to move forward every day with purpose and passion. So you guys, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me today, and I hope you learned a lot of stuff about coaching. And if you have any questions, contact the person that sent you to this webinar, and they'll be happy to help you. Have a good day, guys.